So on Friday, we learned how to solve equations in our calculator. Today, we're going to do the exact same thing. So what I want y'all to do is reset your calculator so we can practice starting from scratch. So I'm going to go way faster today because y'all already know how to do this. So here we go. How do we reset? Second, plus sign, 712. Push the numbers, 712. Second, plus sign, 712. Everybody good? Okay, hit clear. Now, when you're solving an equation in your calculator, you have to change your what? Window to see the big answer. So everybody push window. I'm going to go super fast. We're going to change the x minimum to negative 300. If you don't put the negative sign, your calculator's not going to work. Where am I going to go now? To x maximum. Change it to positive 300. Now go down to y minimum right here. And you're going to change it to negative 300. Everybody there? Y maximum, scroll down one more time and change it to positive 300. Raise your hand if I need to wait on you. Everybody's ready, yes? Do not hit clear. Remember, it will clear where you're at. Hit quit, so second mode. Okay, let's go through our steps, and I want you to circle them. Here's your steps you're going to follow for every single problem today. What button are we going to be pushing to solve equations? We're going to type the left side in Y1, the right side in Y2, then we're going to hit what? Second trace, option 5. We're going to not touch our screen. What happens if we touch it too soon? It freezes up. And then we're going to hit enter until we see the words intersection. If you don't see the words intersection, it is not your answer. Everybody remember this, yes? Are we okay? All right, here we go. Let's go do the first one. I am going to put the left side in Y1, the right side in Y2. Before we do that, let's go over one thing. This is a what? Multiplication button. Do not push it for X. This is a what? X. All right, so here we go. I'm going to hit Y equals. I'm going to type in 9 plus. Now, how am I going to put in 3/4? Alpha y equals. Alpha y equals option 1. So 3/4. Now, be careful. If y'all look at my screen, I'm going to zoom in real quick. Do you see that my cursor is still under the fraction? I must arrow out before I hit X. Any questions on that? Okay, scroll down to Y2. Let's put in the right side. How am I going to put in 7/8? Alpha y equals option 1. What am I going to do before I type in X? Arrow out, X. And is that a minus 10 or a negative 10? How do you know? Because it's between two things, it has to be a command. So minus 10. But you can't just go by size. You cannot go by size. Size does not mean it's a negative or subtraction sign. If it's between two things, it's a command, so it's subtraction. And if it's out to the side, it's a negative. Okay? All right, what do I hit? Guys, I have one person answering me. What do I hit? Thank you. Second trace. Option 5. Hit the 5 button, please. And do not touch your screen. Allow it time to graph. You know it's ready for you to touch when words pop up right here. See how my words popped up? I can now hit enter until I see the words intersection, and that's my answer. So x equals 152. Did anybody not get that and you need a teacher to come to you? Raise your hand if you need us. All right, let's do this next one. Don't get ahead of me. Let's do this side first. All right, go to y equals, clear out everything that's there. So I'm going to hit alpha y equals option 1, put 3/5, arrow out, x, plus alpha y equals option 1, 9/10. Do not go ahead of me on the next part. I'm going straight from your paper right here. Okay, go down to y2. Now we're going to talk about this side. This is where people mess up. Do you see that this sign and this sign are the same size? That does not mean that they are the same. If I was to read this out loud, how would you read this? -1/5. Why? Because there's nothing, it's not between two terms. It's by itself. That is a negative, so hit negative. Then hit alpha y equals option 1. 1/5, tab out, x. Now how would you read this? -1/5 x minus, because it's between two terms, it is a command, a minus sign. So subtract alpha y equals 23/10. Now what do I hit? Second trace, 5, don't touch it. Mine's graphing real slow. Enter, enter, enter. The answer is -4. X equals -4. Are we okay? Yes or no? Let's go to the next one. Go to y equals, clear everything out. I'm going to put the left side of the equal sign in y1. So all I'm going to type is 4.5x. I'm going to put the right side in y2. How would you read this out loud? Anybody? Minus, very good. So 5.1x minus 30. Second trace, option 5. You have to be patient. Once the words pop up, enter, enter, enter. The answer is x equals 50. Do y'all need to catch up or y'all okay? Can I move on? Some people are still, I don't know if y'all are ahead of me or if I'm waiting on you.
Raise your hand if you need me to come check.
Okay, let's look at this last one. Look at the left side. They are the same size. That does not mean they are the same sign. How would you read this out loud? -0.8x minus 8. How did I know that's a negative? Because it's out to the side. It is not between two terms. Make sense? All right, so I go to y equals. I have -0.8x subtract 8. And then on the right, I have 0.2x, and that's it. Second trace, 5, patient. And enter 3 times. The answer is -5. 8. And be careful. Make sure you're looking closely. Like, does it have a decimal? Don't get in a hurry and forget, okay? Flip to the back. Let's write some equations again. Y'all did this on Friday. Are y'all ready? How many x's do you see? Are they positive or negative? So how would I write that? 3x. Always put a plus sign. How many ones? And they're positive. So plus positive 2. Equals. How many x's do you see here? So 1x. Plus sign. How many ones do you see? 6, and they are negative. So I put negative 6. Can we skip the calculator part since y'all got it and just set them up? Now on your assignment, you'll solve them, okay? All right, let's try this one. This one, these should have x's in them. This should have a negative 1 in it. And then over here, these are positive 1s, and these are x's. It will always tell you like a key or something. It just didn't come with it that time. All right, so let's go count. How many x's are over here? Are they positive or negative? So I write positive 4x plus. How many ones do you see? Are they positive or negative? So negative 2 equals, I don't see everybody doing it. Some of us are daydreaming. All right, which one do y'all want to do first, the ones or the x's? X's doesn't matter. Nope, you can go whatever order you want. How many x's do you see here? Are they positive or negative? Positive 2x plus, how many ones do you see? Are they positive or negative? So plus 3. And then you would solve it in your calculator. Are there any questions on how to write the equations from pictures? Okay, here's what you're going to do today. The first thing you're going to do is make sure you've submitted Friday's assignment, which was called 3-1. Okay, because it's the same thing as today. And then you're going to go do today's. You should be able to knock out both even if you were absent. It's 10 questions from Friday, 10 from today, all in the calculator. Does everybody understand? I want both turned in. There are only 10 questions today. For some reason, the answer document has like, I don't know, 12 or 20. There's 15. There's only 10, so only fill in 10 things for me to check, okay? It was just a misprint on my part.